astonishingly fast, isn't it?
Well, this machine is currently running at half speed. I've slowed it down so that you can see. So what you can see is it's picking the components out of the tape, placing it over the camera, have a look at where it actually is positioned, and then it'll place it down into the correct position on the board. So when the board has been finished, having the components placed on, the next stage is to heat the board up so the solder paste will melt and flow into a regular solder joint. And we use this infrared oven here. So the board will be taken from the machine, placed into the oven, and then that will run a heat cycle through the board and melt the solder paste. Then once that's been done, what we do is we'll then use the microscopes. You just want to move away slightly. So I've got a board that's been done already. So what we use the microscope for is to inspect the quality of the solder joint for the component leg. So what we're looking for is a nice, shiny, smooth fillet of solder that goes up the side of the component leg.
And just tell them what these are, John, because these are actually some things for our teaching, aren't they?
They are logic boards for module CE721.
Excellent, excellent. So we're finally replacing them after about 30 odd years?
So we try to do as many of our own in-house boards as possible because we can tailor it exactly to the course needs.
Lovely board, lovely board. So for those of you who don't know, it's just about so you can actually just push little plugs in, can't you?
Essentially, the function of this board is essentially there are logic gates on there, so students can then connect the gates up using jumper cables.
Lovely. Does anyone have any questions for John?
Yeah.
What do the numbers of the components stand for? Like 603, what does that mean?
That's 60 thou by 30 thou. So for example, 0805 in metric is 2012, I think it is, which is 2 mil by 1.2 millimeters. Let's say that's a large component.
You'll see it in multi-sim, and because it's an American product, they do everything in thousandths of an inch. So if you want to go back to millimeters, so you might see a resistor that's 600 thou. Well, if you want to know what that is in millimeters, you've just got to open up a Google window and just convert that to mil if you feel more comfortable. But after a while you get quite used to working in thousandths of an inch.
Often what you'll see is components in your PCB design software will have both. Sometimes they'll have both, like 0805 and 2012 dimensions, or sometimes they'll just have one or the other. So eventually you will learn what the equivalent sizes are.
Okay, well it just remains to say thank you very much, John, and smile for the camera.
Does anyone have the tiny little component?
Yeah.